Start the fucking thing on the watch.
All right, Jesus.
Damn.
Because we need to know how long we're going for this thing.
Okay,
We
so
good?
what's the time right now?
13 seconds. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
All right, thanks, Adam.
25. And we're started. Hello, everyone. This is our second podcast now. I can't believe we're all still alive.
Somehow.
I am your host, Adam.
This is Greg.
We got your homie Chris.
This is Rich.
Trevor.
And me.
You.
And you.
What's your name, you?
I'm
Oh,
Dion.
you.
I'm the girl, the token girl.
Oh, stop.
They know!
All right, guys. So let's just get right into this. So, what have you guys been playing this week? Have you had time to do anything other than nothing?
Not much time. Other than a bit of time playing your copy of Bayonetta 2. Not much. Which is a great game from what I've played.
All right, let's start this a little more organized, guys. Greg, what have you been playing this week?
I've been fighting the urge to play many, many different games because I've got Dark Souls DLC that I still need to beat. I recently got Bayonetta 2. My brother recently picked up Fantasy Life, and I'm playing that too. I've also got to finish Dragon Age, the first one, so I have more of a general idea of what's going on in Inquisition, which I'm going to buy soon. And I've played probably about an hour of each of those, because half the time I spend is deliberating which one of these many games I'm going to play.
Yeah, I kind of gave up on the whole thing about Dragon Age. Like, I was saying, I'm going to play through these Dragon Age games so I can play through Inquisition. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I just don't have
I don't
the
have
time.
200 hours.
I don't have 200 hours to just drop into 3 games. Like, that's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
How about you, Chris?
Well, besides, playing Smash. Like, I've been playing a lot of Diablo, the Reaper of Souls, 'cause I just recently got that. Me and Victor, another guy, we've been playing that game for like 4 hours, like straight. And I've also been playing a lot of, name of that game that we've been playing.
Which one?
Yeah, we've been playing Kingdom Hearts. Quite a few.
No, it wasn't Kingdom Hearts.
Bayonetta?
No. I haven't touched Bayonetta yet. I'll remember it later.
That Crusader's fun, though, right?
Dude, I haven't played the Crusader.
That Crusader's so much
But I saw
fun.
you play it, and you were literally standing there at level 1, blocking everything. I don't understand how that worked.
That Crusader's great.
But yeah, that's what I've been playing. I'll remember the other game later.
Awesome.
Alright, what?
Oh.
No, what was it?
No, I've also been playing a lot of Gauntlet.
Oh,
Let's
the new
throw
one?
that in there. Yep.
Yeah, how was that?
I
kind of mixed things, but
I
don't
personally
know.
love it because I'm playing with just me and my brother, and then we started on hard mode. Mm-hmm. It's great. I can see how that game would suck if you maybe played on normal and there's no terrible difficulty. But it's like when I'm playing it, at every single section we have to strategize. We have to come up with a way that we're going to defeat the challenge that's in the next place. My only real problem with the game is that every single difficult part comes from summoning totems that you have to sort of destroy while they continually summon monsters. And it's fun and it's effective because now there's 3. We literally can't do anything. So it's like it's easy to grasp and it's fun and challenging, but it's like I kind of wish there was another way they could make it hard rather than adding more summoning portals to it. Mm-hmm. But other than that, it's crazy. The stuff we have to do, like at some points we'll even like just stay back and farm monsters just so we can farm lives for the later stages. It's a whole lot of fun. I do not regret the purchase. It's not even that expensive. I think it was like $20, $30, not even.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap.
Yeah, I recommend it.
What about you, Richard? What have you been playing?
I'm actually trying to think. I don't think I've played a single thing this week outside of the club. Actually, not even Sonic. Surprisingly. Yeah.
Well, you played that Sonic Boom demo.
I played the Sonic Boom demo.
Rich.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll get to that later because they come out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, just like the Smash, the Bayonetta, anything, Rhythm Heaven, anything else you played this week. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. How about you, Pat?
Homework and Hearthstone.
Hearthstone.
Oh my.
There's some news about Blizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later as well.
Yeah.
Because this isn't the news section, but you know. What about you, Trevor? How's your week of games been?
It's been pretty good. I've been still working on Smash, but I've also picked up WWE 2K15 for the PS3. It's gotten a lot of bad press, but I like it. The new game modes with You Got NXT and the rivalry modes, I find it very interesting. I mean, it's a new experience for the game, and hopefully when the new versions come out for PS4 and Xbox One, it will get better reviews.
Yeah, that game got really a lot of bad press, mainly because of its story thing. Like, they took something out. I'm not really into the WWE games, but apparently they took like a huge chunk of the story thing out.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
did. A
not
lot
that
of the rivalry is downloadable content. I mean, they were originally going to put like all the rivalries there, but there are only 2 there, and all the rest is pretty much downloadable content.
Okay. How about you, Deanna?
Well, I played the Evolve Alpha.
That's true.
As much as I could. Oh God,
Yeah,
Android wear, please.
I don't know about that Evolve. We'll talk about that later.
Another thing we'll get to.
Another thing we'll get to
Adam, please.
in our better section,
Hang on,
but
please.
Evolve. Excuse us with our technical difficulties.
I'm trying to configure my watch.
Oh, that is the most pretentious thing you could potentially say in that situation.
No, it's
Please,
lagging.
It's lagging? Oh, just like that Evolve beta.
Oh!
Shots
Evolve
fired.
Alpha had no technical issues for me.
Yeah,
No,
I
my
played it.
computer's only a month old,
Yeah, that's true.
so that might have added to
Yeah.
the fact that it could run it.
Yeah. I played... Wow.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Wrecked.
Actually, Dave had problems too.
Yeah?
And his graphics card is better than mine by like one.
Yeah.
2 or 3 steps.
Yeah.
But
What's he have?
he has the 780 Ti, and I just have the 770 super clocked.
Okay.
That was the end of our PC Master Race discussion.
Yeah.
But I really like Evolve.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been hyped for it since I played it at PAX.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels good.
Yeah. I mean...
I do wish there was more variety in the classes, so that there weren't 4 set classes just that make up a team.
Yeah.
I kind of wish you had more options to create different team dynamics.
Yeah.
Because once you figure out who to take out first, it becomes really, really easy for the monster to
Yeah, absolutely.
just dominate. I like the variances within classes, but it felt like, moving on to like actual gameplay, it felt like respawning was a little slow.
Yeah, but...
At the same time,
But
I
it
understand.
should be that
Waiting
long.
2
Yeah.
minutes to respond.
But
that's
in
really
a
slow.
game where you have to
that's not
kill
great.
only 4 people, I think that's
Yeah.
kind of fair,
It's-
and it relies
It's
so
more
heavily
than
on
fair
team-based
to the
stuff.
monster.
But
Yeah,
when
it's
the
more-
monster is already a level 3 and about to destroy the thing.
Yeah, but the entire point is to not let him get to level 3. At
Yeah.
level
Yeah.
3 is when he has the advantage. That's the entire point.
The
Level
entire
1
point
is
is
he's
to
weak. Level 2 is supposed to be even. And level 3, the monster's supposed to win.
Yeah.
And so when you do eventually beat the
Yeah.
level 3, you just go.
You're fucked.
You're hype.
Yeah.
If you let him get to level 3, it's done. Like that's the whole thing with
I actually managed to beat a level 3 once. I lost my mind. I was like, the guy was really
Yeah,
bad.
you have a chance.
Yeah, no, the guy was really bad, so I was a support. I literally just shot him, and then every time he'd come at me, I'll just dash. And he had no idea what to do.
Yeah. I actually got to play as, because I joined a bot game and it dropped me into the playable thing for Kraken, which was really cool. I actually like playing as Kraken more than I like playing as Goliath,
Yeah.
just because I feel like he's more powerful and more versatile and faster.
Yeah.
His attacks are kind of weak, but they're easier to chain.
And he can fly.
He can
can
fly.
fly.
It's
Kraken
it's
can fly.
a lot easier.
Can he swim?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier for Kraken to evade the hunters
Kraken
Then-
flying sounds like Kid Icarus.
than it is for Goliath.
I didn't get a chance to play as the Kraken, but I played a chunk of every class and then the monster. And I guess we'll just talk about it now.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
already
I mean,
talked
we're
about
already
I mean,
going
that was a
pretty
really
deep
good
in.
Yeah.
segue.
That was a good segue. Oh well. There are some issues I have with Evolve, all of which are Daisy is definitely one of them. Like if you
This
have,
is one of the most creative
but
techniques I have seen.
But here's the thing: if
in
you have
the genre.
an NPC that's there to make up for your shit teammates, then I think that kind of defeats the whole purpose of Evolve. Like if you have this little thing running around doing what your team members should be doing, then I feel like that's just kind of redundant at that point.
But what's her name? I forget the pet's name. But
Daisy.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Daisy. Daisy is terrible though. She's supposed to be there to like help the people who are really bad at the game.
Yeah.
And so I think that's fine because if you rely on Daisy and the monster is good, they're probably going to hit level 2 before Daisy even like sniffs them out. And so it still rewards you for being good because if you have a squad that knows how to properly find the monster, then you can actually maybe take it out before level 1. But every single time, like when I played early on and we followed Daisy, like the monster got to level 2 and we had no real opportunity to find it and hunt it down.
Yeah.
I wish Daisy's AI was a little bit smarter. When all four.
See, but it seems like it kind of fluctuated. Like in the matches that I played, Daisy was just there reviving everybody, and it felt kind of like to a point where it was unfair.
And
it's like, well, like this is what my healer should be doing, not the NPC that's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Pretty much
And it
every
feels like
match
it's like
I
an unfair
played when
advantage.
Everyone died and only Daisy was alive.
Yeah.
She would just stay where the monster was, trying to run away, but stay in that area.
Yeah.
And sooner or later, the monster would just kill Daisy and win.
Yeah.
I would think Daisy would just run away into the forest somewhere and wait the 2 minutes and let us come back.
See, I never had an instance where Daisy was actually killed. I actually didn't even know Daisy could be killed until you just said that.
I actually had a match where
Several
everyone
times.
had died, and someone was about to respawn, and then Daisy died, and the game was over.
Yeah.
Oh, tragic.
like,
Oh, that's rough.
It's the
But-
cheap win.
Yeah. But I feel like Evolve is one of those games where it
You
does
learn
what it
everything.
wants to do well. Outside of that, like if you don't like that kind of game, it's definitely not for you.
Mm-hmm.
They're not trying to really draw anybody into that. Like say like how Left 4 Dead did. If you just a team game, you could just kind of play whenever. You could pick up any person. It seems like they're kind of just not adding this level of accessibility that most games in that kind of 4 versus all genre kind of work at. And it feels like Evolve is most fun, which I actually didn't even get a chance to do in Alpha. But I feel like it would only be fun if you have 4 people and then another friend is the monster.
Yeah.
I feel like that's when it's in its best, and I didn't get a chance to do that because, well, I didn't have 5 people who had it on PS4.
Yeah.
So,
PC mysteries.
and I had it on PC
Pat, we're
too.
done with that.
I had it on PC as well. I played
Why
both
didn't you join us?
because by the time I actually had time to sit down and play the
It was
Alpha,
2 in the morning.
by the time I actually had time to sit down and play, the PS4 one had already been up. I'm like, well, I'd rather play this on my TV than my computer. So that was that. I guess we can move on. That was a
Yeah.
pretty alright segment.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So,
Yeah, solid
Final
quality.
words.
It
Final
was
words.
great every section.
great
as we
every
finished
section.
it.
10 out of 10. So, I guess
can
what
I
I...
have a final word on Evolve?
Yeah, absolutely.
Team.
I don't know. I think since it's still in its alpha, I'm looking forward to more like maps, more
Yeah,
objectives,
absolutely.
and just maybe different classes.
Yeah.
This definitely has
It definitely
possibilities.
kind of feels unfinished right now.
Yeah, well,
But it was-
it is.
It was,
Yeah.
Like, disclaimer, we're judging the core of the game, we're not judging anything that may have potentially gone wrong in the alpha due to technical things. We're just purely judging the gameplay, because that's all we can judge.
I did
Yeah.
find it
Because-
glitch, though, when I...
Well, because it's an alpha patch, shut up.
Yeah,
I
we're
know.
just
You
judging.
can't- see that? I just
We're
did
we're just
I just
saying.
did a
Yes, I
disclaimer.
know.
It's an alpha. You're probably one of those pieces of shit who's like, wow, Titanfall's in beta and it doesn't work. What the fuck?
No, I thought Titanfall was fun.
Titanfall.
but yeah, I think as they improve it, it's going to be more solid, and I'm looking forward to playing it in February.
I just want to see how. I just want to see them try to grab everybody with that game, because right now it's kind of like this whole pseudo esports thing that isn't really working
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
kinda
they're
like-
trying to market it as esports,
Yeah.
but there's no esports market
Yeah.
to market to people who play esports
Yeah.
in that genre.
Like,
Wait,
here's
wait,
this-
wait.
Because if you go on their, if you go on their Twitch channel, it's like, here are all these people commentating these matches. It's
Yeah,
like,
and
this
here's
is
the strategies you can
yeah,
use.
like,
Well, it's like, you're
this
giving
is
the
not
game away.
this is not an esports game. This is a fun kind of party
Yeah.
with like.
Wow,
Just
that's
with-
interesting.
with
I
friends.
honestly did not know that. I don't think it has
No, yeah,
enough
they're trying to
depth
hype it up as esports.
to be
They're
in
trying to,
esports.
and it's not really necessarily an esports thing. Like, what do you, I'm a professional monster player. Like, what? I'm a
Yeah.
professional trapper. Like, it seems like they're trying to make this game something it really isn't, or it really shouldn't be. That's probably just something with PR and marketing, but
That being
It didn't
said,
feel like an esport.
it isn't, and they're
It's
trying
not.
to market it as one. Because even like at PAX, like they had all these like big screens with like people
Yeah.
commentating and everything. I'm like, this isn't that kind of game.
yeah, I did get a really cool hat from them. So
Yeah, their hat's awesome.
It's so nice. It's
It
so
is.
warm. It's practical. It's got high quality embroidery on it.
And it was free.
High quality. It is so good.
In 2015, I'll give Evolve this. That'll be the best logo of 2015.
Oh, of course.
That logo was fantastic.
I had to explain to a friend their whole 4v1 thing was incorporated into the logo and it worked both ways.
My god.
Did you never
You
know
notice
that?
that?
Did you just notice that?
No, because it's EVOL and then versus.
And then the one block,
And then the one block.
And
That's
it's 4 smaller blocks versus 1 bigger block.
Yeah.
And you can flip it, so it's 1 bigger block versus 4 smaller
That's the
blocks.
logo of
That's
2015.
amazing.
It is
It's
such good graphics.
it's such a nice logo.
Their
It's so
trailer,
simple.
Their fucking trailer.
I actually don't think I watched the trailer.
It has Lissy, the singer, doing a cover of Danzig's song Mother.
Mm-hmm.
It is so goddamn good. And I
Danzig.
still...
I just laugh every time I hear the name
know.
Dancing.
I still listen to that cover, just totally unironically, like, goddamn, this is a good song.
Yeah.
So, on some things, their marketing team has just been so good.
Yeah.
And on others, it's like, here's an esports.
Yeah.
Their marketing team is doing
entire
solid,
esports.
and then the
It's
rich
super
dude in the
esports.
suit is like, "We're gonna make a lot of money if this is an esport. We know those are growing. You see that game League of Legends,
Yeah, right?
And then they were like, "Yeah, we see it, but this is like it's like a
Yeah, I found even their maps kind of had like a little bit of League of Legends inspired, because I noticed that there were like certain paths, and they all led in one another.
Oh god, does
Oh,
it
yeah.
have lanes?
Yeah,
Did I not
it
even
doesn't-
notice
it
that?
doesn't have-
Oh
God.
the
It doesn't
the
have
things of the
set
monster are
lanes.
minions.
Now
The
that
entire
I-
game is a
now
giant.
Oh my
that I-
god!
Oh god!
Is Evolve a MOBA?
Oh my god!
Fuck.
Shut up! Shut up! This is too mad. I can't take it.
No,
Oh,
the thing
God.
I noticed with the
I gotta-
maps is that even though the monster and the hunters could navigate them fairly easily, they were the main pathways were just here's a corner of the map, here's the center, here's another corner, and there were like 3 or 4 paths you could take that connected all of them. I was like, well, they need more variety in this.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
All right.
You're just blowing my mind.
so
Oh fuck.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Final consensus is they're trying to market esports that isn't there.
Yeah. We should
But
move
their
on.
hat was
Probably.
really nice.
That was like 10 minutes of Evolve.
A chunk of Evolve.
That was 10 minutes of Evolve.
It's Valve.
minutes
They'll
and a
probably
half.
just make it work somehow.
No, it's not Valve.
It's
not Valve?
It's
2K
2K and Turtle Rock.
Whatever. Isn't it being published by Valve? or
No,
something?
published by 2K.
Oh.
Developed by Turtle Rock, the ex-Left 4 Dead employee. The
Valve.
ex-Valve
Oh,
employees.
that's why
There we go.
I keep hearing Valve associated with it, but apparently.
And because it looks like a Valve game.
Yeah.
But
what
we're
does that
done.
even? What does that even entail?
We're done. We're done. Evolve,
Evolve
is done.
over.
Here's what I played this week.
No.
All right.
Okay.
I played Evolve.
Get right back in. No.
Stop.
So I think they're playing.
Stop.
Kraken was really nice.
What was your favorite class?
The Trapper goes only. We're done.
And that's it.
That's it. I played Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Now on to this.
I played Bayonetta 2. What else did I play? I played Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
How was that?
It's more Binding of Isaac. I loved Binding of Isaac. I put a chunk of time into that. On the PC version, it's cool that I can play with a controller now on a console. I'm a big fan of roguelikes. That one's cool and disgusting and awesome. It's still that game.
I haven't seen much of it. Is it literally like just like a level pack, basically?
Pretty much. Like it got like a visual overhaul, kind of. Like if you want to call it an overhaul, like they made it all like
It's no longer
pixely and
Flash.
stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it no
I heard
longer
it.
looks like a Flash game.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and what else did I play?
I sort of liked how all Behemoth games look like Flash games.
That's not a Behemoth game though.
It's basically a Behemoth game.
It looks
Tell me if there was like an alien hominid weapon in that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You wouldn't be like, oh, this makes sense. And they even had the health bar. Straight out of every Behemoth game. It had the smiley face and the boss's health would come out and then it would get upset when you as you killed
Okay,
it.
maybe Ed McMillan took a few liberties from Behemoth, but that's beside the point.
It is a Behemoth game. I don't care.
It is. Alright. So yeah, those are the games I played. Maybe we should talk about the stuff that came out this week. In the past 2 weeks, actually.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll go from there.
Should we talk about more Binding of Isaac or?
No, I
Alright.
mean, people have played Binding of Isaac. It came out a few years ago. If you don't know what that is by now, it's just probably
It's
the
your fault.
bad time to jump on the board.
Yeah.
We'll start with Sunset Overdrive. That game came out this week.
That surprised
This
me.
game.
How well it was received.
That got super well
Looks
received.
beautiful.
Like I thought it was going to be like an all right 7 out of 10. It's getting like a lot of good scores.
It's getting a lot of good reviews.
I also see it getting a lot of 7s as well. I've seen plenty of people. It's very the comedy in that game seems very polarizing. I've seen half the people be like, "I hate this. Like it's obnoxious." Yeah. There's like only a few parts of solid comedy, and the other ones are like, "Oh, it's so bright and lively and stuff." The one thing that the main reason I'm interested in the game is because of just how the movement works. Yeah. And the moment you add freedom of movement like that in a game, you just open up like a whole world of just good times to be had. Yeah. And the way you can just swing around and jump and then dash and then keep the combo going, that's like fun you can just have by yourself. Like the game doesn't need to say like a Call of Duty game. It's like, hey, here's the fun, go shoot at it. Like that is literally you grab the controller and you're like, oh, how long can I keep this chain going? And just stuff like that. So that's why I was always interested in it. But I hear that like after you sort of it's not as deep as I expected it to be. From what I'm hearing from reviews, it's like 3 or 4 hours in, after you figure out how to basically chain forever, you just sort of stay in the ultimate mode. I forget what it's called. It basically there's like 4 stages of hype, and the longer your combo goes, and like you hit like level 1 hype, level 2, 3, 4, and after the 4th one, you just like all your weapons get upgraded, you become like more powerful, take less damage, and like after that point, like you just sort of breeze through the rest of the game. Yeah. Because you can almost jump on too many things. Like you don't even have to aim. It's like there's something on the ground. Now I can bounce off it, and now there's a rail here, and I can grind on it. It's kind of like Spider-Man. Yeah. It's like you can't fail. You just press R1 and you keep swinging. And don't get me wrong. I literally played Spider-Man 2. I got a PlayStation 2, and just swung for literally days. I put days into Spider-Man 2. Just swinging. So that's why.
So Greg can have his own 24-hour stream of just swinging with Spider-Man.
Have you put enough time into it so that every minute you play, you have paid 1 cent off on the game?
What?
I'm guessing that's what you've done.
No, I didn't actually own a PS2.
Oh, okay. I think it was also on Xbox.
Yeah, it was.
Was the Wii.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. You love me a lot.
The way I looked at Sunset Overdrive as an overview, has a great premise. The graphics are great. Actually, the graphical design reminds me a lot of Borderlands. It's just watching like a playthrough of it. The tutorial is so long. Yeah, that's the only frustrating part about the game. Once you get past that, I imagine it's a great game, but the tutorial just needs to be cut down or spread out.
Yeah, from what I've heard about that game, it seems like it's a really slow burn. Like for the first 3 hours of introduction stuff, it seems like it's really slow. Oh, yeah. But once you hit like that 4th and past, pretty much in every review I've seen, it says it's a slow burn, but stick with it because it gets really fun once you have all your mobility stuff, and that's really the core of Sunset Overdrive. Yeah. It looks gorgeous. It's silly and stupid. It seems like it has some really solid controls.
Yeah. What console is it?
Xbox One.
Yeah, it's Xbox One exclusive for now?
No, forever.
As far as I know.
No.
As far as we know, it's an Insomniac.
Yeah. But I have a PS3.
Well, gotta get one now.
Well, you're last gen.
Just hope it goes Mass Effect and switches to the better console.
Podcast 2.
Podcast 2.
Podcast 2. We already did
Podcast 2.
Nah, I shit on everything.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in trying Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. It doesn't make me want to buy it. Xbox
One. No, definitely not. Yeah, because I already own one, so I'll just pick it up. But it's not a system seller.
Yeah, there's the only thing I really want to buy right now is the Wii U.
Yeah,
because that's what appeals to me the most.
It has some really big games in it, and
it's got a lot of them. So say you're bored one day, and now that old game they released last year is now cheaper. You can go and pick it up.
Yeah. It's got a whole bunch of games.
They have all the Legend of Zelda games.
And it's backwards compatible.
And it's got the amazing online library.
That was a segue.
When we have $300 we'll pick up a Wii U.
Yeah.
Could that have been a segue?
No, because that's 8 stories down. God.
Jesus.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare came out. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
Is that next on the list?
That's next on the list.
This is another game I was hyped for, literally for the exact same reasons I was hyped for Sunset Overdrive. Mobility adds so much to games. Like I could see myself I was literally only interested in this next Call of Duty because you can jump And there's gonna be a Z axis in this Call of Duty, like because before it's you just sort of you turn the corner, someone's there, you both hit R1, and you hope you win.
Yeah.
Who pulled the trigger faster?
Going right
Westerns.
back. Westerns.
Spaghetti.
No. Going right back into like mobility and stuff. With Advanced Warfare, that's kind of the main thing, like the exosuit and your boosts and stuff like that. And it seems like they actually kind of nailed it. It seems like the changes they're actually making in this game seem significant enough to the point where I'm actually quite enjoying Advanced Warfare. I've put a chunk of time into it this week, and the real moment I was kind of sold on the exosuit was I think I've told the story at least 1,000,000 times to you guys, but there was this guy shooting at me, and I ran out of the room, and I said, wait, and he was on the left side of the room, and I'm like, wait, I have dashes now. So instead of running in the room and turning left, I turned sideways and then boosted to the right and then started shooting at him. And I'm like, okay, so this adds a lot of depth. This adds a lot of potential depth. I'm like, maybe this is being overlooked. Because,
what is it, Smash?
Yeah, that kind of adds a lot of meta.
Segway?
Believe it or not.
No.
Believe it or not, there is probably Call of Duty meta. And it seems like that's something
I
that
don't
could...
doubt there is.
That seems like something that could potentially add a whole lot to that
Yeah.
game.
Such a simple addition, really adds a ton.
In a franchise that really needs it.
Yeah.
And...
really
needs it desperately.
It seems like... Yeah. No, go, please.
Well, from what I've seen of Call of Duty, I'm not a big first-person shooter, but I'm a sucker for good graphics, and this game, this whole franchise, just their graphics get better with each game.
This game looks fantastic.
I saw it. I was like, oh my god, these graphics I've never seen graphics this good. I was really impressed.
Yeah, especially like if you go back and look at Ghosts now. Like,
oh yeah,
like it's a big
or
difference.
Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
No, even like something that came out on current gen consoles last year.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a big difference.
Yeah. Another good thing about this, the newest Call of Duty is its PC version is they went hard on this one.
Yeah.
The settings for this one are like almost above average for like normal PC.
They really
games.
are.
They added like I've seen the options menu. It's like several screens where you could just do like
do shit.
Yeah, you can. There's that term. I don't know if you know it. It's like super. It's like super rendering or some shit.
Anti-aliasing?
No, not anti-aliasing. It's this thing that sort of lets you render resolutions higher than your screen can do.
Oh.
It like destroys your your computer, but like they have the ability to do it.
Completely fucks your computer.
It just completely fucks it. Yeah. I mean, if you have a PC that's strong enough to do it, I'll if I can ever remember the term of it, but it's like
I need to go home and try this.
You probably don't.
Dave has it.
Steam sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Dave has
Steam sharing is amazing.
Perks of having a boyfriend with money.
I wish I had a boyfriend with money. Okay.
I ain't saying she a gold digger.
I just wanted to buy it and
I've heard there's performance issues online.
Yeah,
because I believe they still use the sort of like players host the servers sort of thing instead of having their own dedicated servers. So you'll still have the games where it's just terrible, which is even worse now because with the added mobility, you really need to be precise. And with this game, I've heard lots of problems with like people seemingly coming out of nowhere because of how like if you've played Call of Duty, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But in the Call of Duty games, they do this interesting network thing where everyone seems to be on their own time. So say like you pull out a grenade and you get shot, your grenade disappears. Like it'll just be erased from existence. And then you'll watch a kill cam. You and the other person are shooting each other, and then you feel like it's a close fight, and then you die in the end. Then you watch the kill cam. You fire one bullet. So there's this weird thing where it's like everyone is 3 seconds ahead of everyone else, and if you kill the person in your game before they kill you in theirs, then that's how you score a kill. So in Call of Duty, now that they have this added mobility and they still have this sort of weak connection type, people will dash and kill you quickly, and you won't even have time to react. So that's what I've heard for the PC version. It's fine for consoles because it's just I guess people are just sort of used to doing it like that. Yeah, because scrubs, I guess.
God damn it, Pat.
And we even invite you to record this.
But lots of PC gamers are annoyed because they're used to having like clean, dedicated servers and things like that. So that's something to consider.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like an issue.
Yeah. And I guess before we move on off Call of Duty, we should probably talk at least a little bit about the campaign.
I've heard somehow the multiplayer uses the exosuit better than
it does
than the campaign, which is hella. This is fucking ironic as hell, because you would think that with the campaign you would be able to use more like exosuit sort of gadgets and things that definitely wouldn't work in multiplayer, but say can work because it's like balance doesn't matter when you're fighting NPCs. But I've heard like somehow they made the exosuit feel scripted, and like in the campaign it doesn't allow you too much freedom. It's just like it's the equivalent of using like the giant airship to blow up the village in like the first Call of Duty, and it doesn't feel like, oh, I have an exosuit, let me use it to answer. It's like to do things. I'm merely doing like a quick time event.
Yeah. Yeah, from what I've played of the campaign so far, it seems like just a way to showcase all these cool gadgets, and it fits into like giant big action movie, and that's probably something they should have been doing for a while now. Like they just have all these really cool gadgets and toys. Like there's this mine that I encountered that you can place on top of a building, and it'll just soundproof that area for a short amount of time, and then
Silence.
Yeah, nice. And then that roof, and then you can blow up the roof. And then you can breach through the roof and nobody heard it because you had that mine down.
That's cool.
And it's so cool.
That's amazing.
That's such a neat thing.
That's actually really cool. Yeah. I want to play the game just so I can do that at least once.
That's dope.
Right? They've added all these cool little neat toys.
Now, see, what would have made that better is, I haven't played the campaign, but what would be dope is, say you now have that as a grenade or something, and you throw it in, and you walk into a room, and you just kill 3 or 4 of the guys, and then that doesn't alert the rest of the room. That would be an interesting use of it.
Yeah,
but instead, it's just we're gonna breach through the roof, and this is like, and no one heard us, so now we can shoot a couple people before they notice.
Yeah, so they probably will integrate that at some point later, because I've heard there's good mission variety in this. I hear like there are like stealth missions and spy missions where like some missions you don't even have a weapon.
Oh, thank God. Because I still remember because the last few Call of Duty campaigns I've been playing it's like they're really hype, and I know I can sort of get like, I'm playing it, and it's just sort of dumb hype. But like I remember like the first ones where you go like sneaking around in the snow and sniping people, and like
that's a cool mission.
That's probably the best Call of Duty mission.
That's the best Call of Duty mission, and all gillied up from Call of Duty 4.
All gillied up.
Those two right there. Those two are the best Call of Duty missions.
It was just a nice change of pace.
Call of Duty 4, yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about the original one. I actually call the original
okay.
Call of Duty 4. Sorry. I mean, of the new series.
I'm sorry, Modern Warfare 1. Are you happy?
Maybe.
What's next?
Yeah, we probably shouldn't talk more about Call of Duty, but just to close out, it's actually a very good game. And it needed this change, and it's showing, and I hope Sledgehammer continues to work on the series well. And I feel like there should just be more of like a whole community effort for Call of Duty rather than just Treyarch this year, Infinity Ward this year, Sledgehammer this year. Because the past 2 games weren't that good. And it shows that Sledgehammer has some awesome ideas. And they should probably switch it around studios a little more. Or just all work together, but
That wouldn't make any sense.
That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But Sledgehammer's good at this, they've proved. Alright, that's enough for Call of Duty.
5 out of 10 would probably play.
It's probably more than a 5 out of 10. We're not reviewing anything yet.
You're right, 2 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Okay, no, shut up. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is good. Moving on. We probably won't be able to talk about this game much. But Harvest Moon Lost Valley came out for the 3DS.
What's that?
What's that? It's like the farming sim game.
You never heard of Harvest Moon?
It's like literally like one of the most superfluous gaming series of all time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why that series still exists.
Yeah.
It's calming.
Animal Crossing is so much better than it.
Animal Crossing is so much better. But Harvest Moon, you get to marry people. That's
damn.
Oh,
that sounds terrible.
I know it is. So
I haven't played a Harvest Moon game in so long.
See,
it's literally just because it's cute and you get to marry people.
It's unnecessary at this point. But I mean,
it's a typical game for girls.
If there's still
Hashtag.
Yeah, there's still people buying them. There's still fans.
People are buying them.
Yeah,
so I mean, who are we to judge?
Exactly.
I think it's coming out either like early next year or it already came out.
What?
Not Fantasy Life.
Fantasy Life came out.
Don't get me started on Fantasy Life.
I know.
I love that game.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But there was another one that, because I heard the new Harvest Moon was, I don't know how reputable this is, but it was made by the people who took the name and like got a whole new set of developers. So another game is what the other developers made instead of Harvest Moon, and it's a lot better.
Okay.
So I'll probably put the details on that somewhere.
Okay.
I'll blog about it.
Okay.
Hashtag
SuffolkVGA.com.
Tumblr.
TBA. Date TBA.
Date TBA.
Happening soon.
What's next?
GTA San Andreas Remastered, which is apparently they took the mobile port
Oh yeah, I heard
of
that.
San
I heard
Andreas
that.
and ported that to Xbox 360, so it still has the mobile interface and everything, and that just sounds like trash.
Yeah.
They took the mobile port and put it on 360.
Why would
That is an executive word if I've ever seen it. Because fucking Rockstar, they put so much love
so
and
much
time
effort
into every game they made.
Yeah.
I can't believe they were just like, they're just like, you know what would be cool if we redid San Andreas? And it was like, yeah. And then executive came down and was like, they were talking, like, yeah, wouldn't it be cool if we like redid San Andreas? Like, yeah. It's like, yeah, you put like 2 weeks into that. And they were like, excuse me? It's like, yeah, we can't afford to delay Grand Theft Auto 6. Put 2 weeks into this. And they're like, what do? We have to port it. Well, that sucks.
Cell phone port.
They can afford it, believe me. They're re-releasing GTA 5 in a week. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, my God.
Like for the consoles?
PS4, Xbox One, it's coming to PC.
They're gonna make so
spring.
much money.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know.
Wow.
They're adding something that we'll talk about later, but it may kind of like if they have like a small upgrade deal, it may.
Might as well talk about it now.
I got one more thing on the games that came out.
Oh, okay.
We got Rich's minute now.
Oh god.
So the Sonic Boom demo came out this week.
And
for
here's
the
my time to
3DS.
shine.
Go ahead.
Disclaimer. I played Sonic games for a while.
Yes.
This is not the game that will get me into Sonic again.
I didn't think it was
Sell
going
me
to
on
be.
it.
I didn't think it was going to be. It's
I-
not
How
really
about that
supposed to be.
animated series, though?
Okay, huh?
How about that animated series, though?
Tomorrow
I
morning.
really love that. I've said it
Before I
before.
streamed.
It's
Yo.
at 7, God no.
No.
Okay.
What's the name of the crazy girl?
Sticks.
Sticks. I love her voice. Whoever her voice actress is, it's disgusting.
It's terrible.
It's disgusting, and I love it.
She's like the weirdest character they could have had. She's like,
Yeah,
the government
exactly.
is watching me. What? This is a Sonic game. This is a Sonic game. Like,
Exactly.
Illuminati confirmed.
She sticks out like a sore thumb because the rest of the characters are so fucking blah.
Like, yeah, that's like normal, and then you have Sticks.
And you have Sticks, the crazy.
We'll see how that turns
the
out, though.
government conspiracy is like, jeez. All right, Rich.
But yeah.
Your time to shine. Sonic Boom demo came out for the 3DS.
Okay, so I played it, and from what I've played, I actually think it's decently solid. Like, I told you my original thoughts when I played the demo at the Boom event in New York. Like, I didn't know there was a run button, so I didn't like it.
It's a run button?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What is this a Sonic game? You have to hit a button to run?
Yeah.
Okay,
Gotta go fast.
not to derail your story. or anything,
Okay.
But Rich told me that you can't run in Sonic Boom for the Wii U. What?
Because it's focusing more on, like, the combat and the platforming, so
That blew
This
my
is a Sonic
mind.
game!
I guess,
That
yeah.
blew my mind.
Disclaimer, I'm so glad these are both spin-offs. I'm waiting for the next main one. But,
Run in a Sonic game. Sonic's like, I'm this hedgehog. What do? I run.
I jog.
I run. Well, let's take that out.
Wait, Rich.
Go
Do
for
you
a
mean
bike
like
squat.
he doesn't run fast or he doesn't?
He, like, you know, he runs at, like, Ratchet's pace from Ratchet and Clank. Like, at the same speed as
I
that.
just stabbed myself with
You mean he just bobs up and down?
Pretty much.
While he's lightly treading.
Yeah, but there's, like, a few, like, auto-run sections, kind of like Generation style.
Yeah.
Like, switching left and right. There are a few of those in the game when you're going from area to area. But the main, like, in the Wii U version, the main areas are, like, no running, just, like, 3D combat platforming based. But back to the 3DS demo.
Yeah.
Playing it again yesterday and discovering the run button, I actually enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it a decent amount. Like Adam said, if you don't like Sonic, it's not the thing that's going to get you into it. But-
I don't know. I mean,
but yeah.
unless you really, really like the type of game it is.
Yeah, if you're just looking for I don't know, I'm waiting for the game this Tuesday, but if you're just looking for a decent platforming time and want to get like a decent Sonic game, this looks like it might be it. I don't know. We'll see how this
We'll
actually
see how it
turns.
is. I mean,
Yeah.
most of these turn out to be disappointments, so we'll
Hey,
see
man.
what happens.
Recently they've gone pretty good.
Maybe.
Generations doesn't count.
Generations.
I love Generations accounts.
Yeah, but it's really good. But it's like, hey, remember when we were good? Me neither.
They did put effort into recreating all those things, so
Yeah, that's
you got to
true.
give them credit
Yeah.
there.
I do still enjoy the craziness of 2D City Escape.
Oh god, I enjoy every minute of both of City
Yeah, that's
Escapes.
true.
All right. That's enough Sonic.
Yeah.
Perhaps too much Sonic.
One thing I didn't. No, not enough Sonic yet. Okay. One thing I didn't mention. I do like how this one seems to be doing a well job of combining like 2D platforming and like exploration style. Like this is the first like Metrovania style Sonic game where you have like a map and everything, and you have to hunt stuff out. I was impressed with how well they combined that with like the speed based gameplay of Sonic. Like there seems like there's quite a bit to like hunt out in levels, but if you want to, you can just blast through them typical Sonic style as well. Okay. So I'm impressed. Well done, Sinzaro Games.
Their second game.
Yeah, the first one was Sly
Sly
Cooper.
4.
Yeah.
It's a shame they have to die so quickly. Sly 4 was really good.
Sonic Boom could be good, man. This Tuesday we're finding out.
All right, into news.
News.
I really wish you would.
Majora's Mask.
Oh, stop! That's like my third story.
Adam, please.
You're spoiling everything.
Okay.
Just wait.
It's okay. Just wait your turn.
Ah,
The Xbox One got a price cut until January.
very cool.
Wait. You said until January?
Yeah, it's a $50 price cut.
50
It's a temporary price
Temporary
cut.
price drop.
So
$50 off.
it's
So
gonna
it's like a
work.
really long sale.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
So the Xbox One did.
They just
and it is now $250.
$350.
$350.
$350.
Oh, I thought it was only.
I could still
No,
buy
it's
a Wii U in,
$400.
like,
Yeah.
It used to be
3
$500, which is why
Oh.
no one bought it.
Oh, yeah.
So every bundle is
PS4 is better.
$50 off. So say like you want to get the Call of Duty bundle that comes with the terabyte hard drive and the cool controller and Call of Duty. That'll be $450. Which is that's a really good price for what you're getting
Terabyte hard drive.
since the Call of Duty one.
Really?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's because games started taking up so much space.
I was looking at my PS4. I'm like, do I have any space on this thing left?
No, you literally don't.
I checked. I'm like, maybe I should delete some stuff. 450 gigs of that thing are taken up. Like, I've had that thing for a year. I got 50 gigs left.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's insane.
PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, PS Plus. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but those are generally small games.
Yeah.
Like you get Binding of Isaac, it's like 100, 200 megs. Like,
But that adds up.
but I guess it all adds up. Like, but then you get like 20 to 30 gig installs, and it's like shit, man.
Yeah, for that
And the save
for
files,
that
aren't they, like-
terrible game.
Aren't the save files
Save files getting
decently
locked.
huge?
Save
Yeah.
files are big now.
Yeah.
Like all of
Wait,
a
just get an
sudden.
external drive and plug it in.
Yeah, I should have done that on day one. Like, but now I'd have to like reformat everything and stuff like that. Maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe. I don't
Depends
know.
on
Maybe,
the console.
maybe I'll look into that.
It is. You're talking about the PlayStation 3, right?
PS4.
Oh, 4.
I know, because
Okay.
when people bought hard drives, it would say, like, compatible with PlayStation 4. So I don't know if it's like a plug-and-play thing.
Maybe. All right. Well, that's that.
It's gonna. I don't think we actually talked about too much of the effect. It's gonna help the Xbox sell well with Grandma Mashed Potatoes who goes to
Yeah.
to Best Buy or
Yeah.
to buy their kids something, and they're like, and then she's like, she's like, oh, do I get the $400 PlayStation or I get the $350 Xbox?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure their
Exactly.
kid is just gonna be like, I don't want Wii U. I'm too grown up for that.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
an adult.
I'm an adult.
We've all been there, so don't even laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Thankfully,
Not
think I
me
have.
though.
There was
don't
maybe
have
like
it either.
a month of two of my life where I'm like, man, fuck Nintendo.
Adam, don't toss us all into this.
Oh no, that's
Or I
fine.
was like
I think for,
13.
one Christmas once, we had the Wii U for a couple of years, and
Yeah.
I was like, well, I can't do any more homebrew on it. It's like, I kind of want to expand my gaming platforms.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of want an Xbox.
I've been a Nintendo
No, it's
person
no, it's
all my life.
Me too, but there
No,
was a
that-
dark period where I'm
There was
like,
never-
Oh no,
Everyone has
it's
an
it's
argument.
completely fine to say fuck Nintendo because Nintendo fucks up all the time.
Mm.
But they also don't fuck up a lot of the time, and they never get recognized
I
for
mean,
it.
Yeah.
when they did come out with the Wii U, they did screw up a little bit because I mean they couldn't even afford to boot that PAX because they said we don't want to spend that money because the Wii U bombed so bad.
I don't know if it's necessarily they couldn't afford it,
I don't know if it's
or
just
more
like-
it's
I
like
don't
because if they had gone to PAX, they would have made a killing.
They would
Yeah.
have.
Like if they're like, hey, we're at PAX, come play Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
Like because it wasn't out at that point, they would have made a killing. They would have been like the best game on that show floor this year.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
and-
why I didn't understand why they weren't there.
Yeah,
last
and
year.
maybe it was just a thing where they're like, well, we don't need to be here. Like, it seems like Nintendo is the first of the big publishers that are like, well, we don't need to go all these places. Like, E3 costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they could get the same effect by just
Nintendo
saying, like,
Directs.
here's this video online that you can just watch.
Yeah,
Okay.
It'll
PAX
take-
gets more people than E3 in California.
E3 is
But
kinda
it's
dying.
it's a consumer thing, I
But
guess.
again,
E3 is the biggest.
Yeah.
Like, you want your stuff at E3.
Yeah, that's why Nintendo still releases a Nintendo Direct at E3.
Right.
Yeah, there's no...
And
They even have that
that's
Treehouse
a
stuff.
really good business move.
It's an awesome business
Because
move.
it doesn't cost them much money.
E3's fucking expensive.
It is. And people have to pay to go to E3. Sure, there
Yeah.
are streams, but not everything is covered.
Yeah.
If you have all of the things you're planning
Yeah.
in like a 30-minute video that people can just sit down, because not everyone who wants to go to E3 is going to want to buy a ticket, buy a plane ticket,
Yeah.
stay at a fucking hotel.
Right.
A 30-minute video that they can watch like while they're taking a crap, basically. Like,
It's a long
Yeah.
It's a long video.
I don't know.
With the Wii
It's
U.
a really smart move on their part.
It totally is.
I don't know. Sometimes you just have too much.
Oh, and the best part is you can watch the Nintendo 3DS. I mean, Nintendo like Directs or whatever at E3 while taking a crap on your Wii U.
Right?
Yeah.
But you can do that with all the consoles, Chris.
Yeah.
You
You can even do that with
yeah.
the Nvidia Shield. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you can
Get
watch
with
all-
Wait, what the what?
The Nvidia
Nvidia
Shield.
Shield, possibly
Get
the most
educated.
useless invention
Ever.
But
But what about the
what about the
Ouya?
N-Gage?
And the end gauge.
Work in progress.
That's the Ouya, also the Nvidia Shield, because you have the game streaming, but you have to be in your house,
So
connected
it's,
to your network.
so it's like a
So why
it's
don't you
like
just
buying a
like
Wii pad.
take 5 steps up the stairs and sit at your like gaming den?
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck?
All right.
I don't know. It just seems like a kind of waste of money.
All right. Yeah, let's move on from that. But Nintendo's being smart about E3.
Yes.
Next in news.
That's not to say that they haven't. Oh, is it my turn?
No, that's my little news story. You get it next. Little news song. Grand Theft Auto 5 is getting a first-person mode. That's really all there is to that.
Yeah,
That
pretty
seems
much.
kind of neat. Like,
It'll
like,
be-
it'll be interesting.
we were talking about
That's
remakes, like adding cool things to it. Like, this is neat. Like,
Yeah.
You can tell that they didn't work on their San Andreas remake if they're doing something this big. It's like,
Yeah, it looks good.
From what
Does.
this game looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mod,
I would-
it is one of the most popular mods.
It is. And now they're just cutting out the middleman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Which
Yeah.
is cool.
And
It's
first
give you
person
a-
mods are generally kind of shitty.
Yeah.
It's like the best one is still kind of finicky and has like a chance to.
Yeah.
so
So-
it's like
Because
mess
if the
everything
game
up.
wasn't programmed to run in first person, then the
Yeah.
mod isn't going to. But Rockstar is going back and like fixing up textures, stuff like
Redoing
that.
all the animations.
Yeah.
Redoing stuff like that to make it look good in first
Adding
person.
Andreas getting
animations
redone.
and everything.
It already. Did you just stop paying attention? We talked about that.
Where have you been for
Chris.
25
entire
minutes?
time.
we haven't been talking about Smash.
Yeah.
Sorry. We just had our Nintendo segment. Where were you?
I was.
I think we're about to have another one, if I am correct. In
Here we
counting.
are.
Okay.
Um,
fucking.
That's it.
Majora's
And-
Mask. Majora's Mask. Oh my god.
And other news.
One criticism: why would they start with that? I could not pretend to give a shit about anything else they talk about in a Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
That's a bad lead.
Yeah.
It's a great thing. It's a terrible leak because I watched
Yeah.
it and was like,
Yeah.
what is this? I'm supposed to give a crap
It was-
about Codename Steam?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You can play as Abraham
That direct
Lincoln in
was
that
really
game.
good, and there was a lot of reveals.
Oh yeah,
But I think it would have been better if they,
If they did
maybe
it that way.
started with the Duck Hunt Dog reveal,
yeah,
Yeah.
and then ended with Majora's Mask.
yeah.
That was so.
I mean,
dumb.
it's not-
Needless to say, the Majora's Mask reveal was just so good.
See,
I mean,
missed
but
that
it's
whole
not like
thing.
we didn't see it coming though. We all knew.
Yeah, we
There
all
were-
knew Majora's Mask was a
Oh,
thing
yeah.
that was going to
Don't-
happen.
don't
We
think-
knew it was going to be remade.
I
The
just-
question was when.
When? Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that it has a release date, which is still too far off in my opinion, because you can never have too much Majora's Mask. It's cathartic, and I feel like a void in my heart has been filled because now I can bring my favorite game with me wherever I go.
Yeah.
Love you, Nintendo.
Hey, Adam, what did you think about Majora's Mask?
Oh, this is podcast 2, Chris.
Yeah,
People
I
hold that
don't need
game.
to kill Adam on live audio feed right now.
People hold that game near and dear to
No
their
one needs
hearts.
to be afraid.
I'm not going to talk about Majora's Mask
We'll talk about Kingdom Hearts that way.
soon.
The part sucks.
Get out.
Stop. Podcast 2.
Yeah, but We need to wait till at least podcast 10.
At least
to bring
57.
to bring out really like.
That's assuming we'll be alive until
We'll be
57.
gone by then.
Not if we do them every day.
So that we can shit on Sonic.
Nope, I'll be here.
He'll be arrested.
Yeah.
But no, Majora's Mask, it looks good. It looks like it's going to play really well. And I think it's a really good chance for Nintendo to revive a couple of things from the Legend of Zelda series that they've been neglecting.
Yeah.
So,
Other stuff happened, believe it or not.
I saw
It wasn't just 40 minutes of Majora's Mask.
Yeah, so,
no,
yeah.
it didn't. What are you talking about?
Snake?
No.
Snake was revealed.
They did have the Duck Hunt Dog trailer, which was just devastating.
No.
Like, imagine how cool that would have been if we didn't know Duck Hunt was going to be in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
At the same time, though, they have to save. Like, I understand why they didn't do it before release. They have to save some surprises
Yeah.
to unlock in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, but
still.
with that
how
leak-
cool would that have
Oh,
been?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The leak definitely ruined it.
Oh,
Yeah, how cool would that... Oh, man.
Yeah, I still like. It was still cool for me because when Duck Hunt was announced, it was during a period where like I was cut off from the world.
Oh, yeah.
So like I buy Smash and I unlock Duck Hunt and I'm like, are you serious?
Oh, wait, you didn't know when you had the
Are
game?
you serious?
You
Duck Hunt
You're
is
like
in
the-
Smash
I
Brothers.
You were one of the
Jesus
lucky
looked at your life
ones.
And was like,
Let's
I'm
give
gonna
him
make
this.
you happy.
Yeah.
They're just like the rest of his life is terrible.
I
Let's
was
give him
I was
this.
in the same boat as Greg. When I saw this dog, I was like, well, who the hell is this challenger? Duck Hunt, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
as somebody who's kept up with Smash and woke up and saw the fucking leaks,
Yeah.
like, I just can't imagine how the trailer would have been so cool
It would have been.
if we didn't know.
And
Yeah.
Shulks would have been really cool as well.
I'm
Shulks
really
was
feeling
even
it.
more devastating because
I
that
know,
was like,
because it confirmed.
yeah.
I confirmed the leak.
It confirmed everything.
Alright.
Yeah.
And Shulk isn't even an unlockable character. You get
Yeah,
him
he's
right
just
away.
there.
Yeah.
like
Ugh.
in Smash, like when everybody thought when everybody's looking at it, they were like, is it gonna be? Is it real? Like, nah, it can't be real. Like Nintendo wouldn't just let that.
Fuck the
And then
no.
they showed the
And
trailer.
then-
Like Nintendo just gave up when they showed. They was like,
Yeah.
God, how did
Actually-
this?
Yeah.
They could-
Speaking of, continue. Sorry.
They could have played it off a lot better. They could have maybe like, hey, we're gonna try to mix it up a little bit. You know, you guys don't even know what we have in store. But they're like, nah, we give up. You win.
At that point, it was true. There wasn't really much they could do.
Yeah.
One thing I really did like about the Direct was, aside from Majora's Mask, was the new Xenoblade game.
Yeah, which they've been showing off a lot lately.
Yeah, and I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
And the Xenoblade Chronicles remake for the 3DS,
Yeah,
the new
that's cool.
3DS, I really hope they try and sell that.
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles, I haven't quite finished it yet, but
It's a
it's
long game.
still one of my favorite games put out on the Wii.
Yeah.
It's really good, and I'm not gonna be ashamed about saying this, but I have an emotional investment in the game,
Yeah.
and that I don't know, that's important in a game to me.
Absolutely.
So, it
Those,
just- it's just good.
telling you, late generation JRPGs, they're always the best.
Yeah.
Persona 4.
Another, actually, this is kind of old news, but another game I didn't quite get to play on the Wii is The Last Story,
Yeah, which...
which it was I was in GameStop. I was like, all right, Xenoblade Chronicles, The Last Story.
Yeah.
And I picked Xenoblade Chronicles. I was like, all right, I'm going on vacation. I'm not going to be able to play this for 2 weeks. I'm going to start it. And then play for 4 hours. I was like, shit.
I'm sorry,
Mom?
what's the last story?
It was like...
It's another JRPG.
Yeah, it was like part of like the 3 JRPGs where Nintendo, they weren't going to bring over to America. Xenoblade Chronicles, I think Tower of Babel, and Last
Tower-
Story. That didn't come over here. We got 2 of them, and that was... Last Story is one of those 3.
Alright.
I don't know. I heard The Last Story was really good.
Yeah.
I have yet to pick it up because I
Yeah.
still use the Wii.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't bought any other console yet. But I don't know.
That's a game I stole from GameFly.
The Last Story?
The Last Story.
Alright.
Do you really want to tell the story over a podcast?
Sure.
Okay.
Gamefly.
Come at me, GameFly.
We should tag them.
So...
Wait, before you...
Okay.
Last words on Xenoblade Chronicles. I really hope they try and sell it with the new 3DS.
Yeah.
I feel like it could be a really good catalyst for people who didn't get to play the game yet, and for the new 3DS.
And that game's super hard to find out, so...
Yeah. And if
This opens
the
it up
special
again.
edition was only released in Europe
Yeah.
and Japan, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. But if they announce a special edition 3DS console for Xenoblade Chronicles, I will, without a doubt, pre-order it as soon as I fucking can.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, because I saw this really cool mock-up. It
Yeah,
was red
you
and it
showed
had
me
the
that.
Milano on it.
Yeah.
It was just, I could not contain myself. It was great.
I could not contain myself.
Yeah, that's kind of all that the direct had to show
No,
off.
it's not. They also
Treasure
announced.
Tracker?
Oh, actually, Treasure Tracker looks adorable.
I fell right into that game. I am so
I
excited
could
for Treasure
not.
Tracker.
I could not believe this is one of those things where I'm like, good job, Nintendo, because like I played new Super Mario Brothers 3D World, whatever the hell it's called, and I played those things. I was like, this is interesting. This might be interesting if expanded upon. I'd like to see what they do in the next game. And then they announced that they were going to make a whole game out of it, and I was like, I don't know about that. That seems like a terrible idea. But they took it and they ran with it. It's a platform where you can't jump.
Yeah.
And they went with that, and they designed their asses off, because from what I've seen, that game actually looks fun, and I couldn't imagine it being fun.
It's gonna be one of those really feel-good games.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna be so nice.
I also want to play Toadette. I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, right.
I haven't seen her since
Hashtag
one of the.
follow
I haven't seen her since one of the Mario parties, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
right.
in nowadays.
That's-
Pretty much.
that's-
Well, same with
Is that where she
Waluigi,
came
but-
from? Because I don't remember her being in any.
I think so.
Seems like it.
It
What?
was either that or one of the sports games.
I don't know what it would be about.
Here's this tennis.
Doesn't he like first show up in Mario?
Yeah.
that was his
Yeah.
first game.
Just like out of the blue one day.
Yeah.
It's like, here's, I don't know, I set up this trap. Wow.
He's more like, wah.
Before the Mario
Camera.
series Waluigi game.
It's like that. Also, the next thing from the Nintendo Direct is Splatoon single player.
Oh yeah, that game is a single player now.
Now this gives me an opportunity to talk about why Splatoon is going to be Game of the Year 2015. Splatoon is
Aside from them.
another. There seems to be this trend going on where people are finally realizing that mobility is the greatest thing you can add to almost any video game.
Really?
Any action game, anything like that. Just add mobility. Like that automatically makes it more fun.
Final Fantasy 13.
And like with Splatoon, I see it depends. I have to play it and see how quickly you can shoot and switch into squid forms and like do things like that, because there is so much potential depth for like shooting walls, riding up it, appearing behind enemies, and doing all these crazy tricks that I would love. That just seems so fun and interesting to do. And now that as a single player, it sort of makes the $60 price tag less painful.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, those octopus things look disgusting, and I love them.
Yeah, right.
They look like they're dying, like they're overdosing, like forever. So they're just forever overdosing, and I love it.
Yeah, I really like the trend in shifting of like mobility in games. It seems like actually Saints Row 4 kind of blew that door open.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you want to move? You fuck it, move everywhere.
It's like, this is real sandbox.
Yeah. And now like games are taking note of that, and that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Because mobility, if it doesn't feel good, then the whole game's going to take a little damper from that. So
Definitely.
yeah. I
But
guess.
what else was in the direct? I can't remember.
I mean, the
anything else.
Pikmin short films.
Oh yeah.
Miyamoto's
I still haven't watched
Which,
those.
those are going to be adorable. I want to watch them.
Yeah,
The
I do
Pikmin
too.
short- I saw the Pikmin short film.
Oh, you did?
Did
It
you watch
was-
them? There were
Yeah.
3 of them.
I only saw one.
Okay.
It was so good. Nintendo did a great job on that.
All right.
The Pikmin were like it was like basically like, you know, Olimar, you know, showing like his daily life or whatever. And like at one point it was just like the funniest thing, like the Pikmin were like spying on him or whatever. He had like a red drink and there was like a Pikmin leaf like on the table, and they thought they ate the Pikmin, and he just turned around and creepy like, and they were like freaking out and stuff. It was just so cute.
Yeah.
It was animated. I was like, Nintendo, make a movie out of this now. You can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah, apparently Miyamoto had a big part in it.
Yeah.
He was even talking about this. There was this weird thing where he's like, game design used to be its own thing back in the day. It's like, but now it's becoming a lot more cinematic. And I was like, don't say that. Don't say it. If it comes from your mouth, Miyamoto, everyone's gonna start making cinematic games that don't.
Miyamoto, watch your words.
Yeah, please. Like, you don't know how much weight you have. You're like one of the original game designers.
Yeah.
Like, you're the one. You pave the way for everyone.
You're the reason gaming is the way it is.
It's like, you can't be saying shit like that.
But yeah, I'm excited to see those Pikmin short films.
Yeah, they look awesome.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah.
I hope Nintendo does more stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because they can make so much money. Pixar has laid the foundation for Nintendo to finally make movies that aren't travesties.
Is that it for the direct?
I think. I don't think we're forgetting anything.
Well, I mean, nothing else was super important. I mean, Mario Kart DLC, but we already knew that.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
The
So we
Master
really need to
Cycle
talk about
side.
Yeah. And,
Amiibo compatibility with Mario Kart 8.
with the costumes, which isn't that cool.
Yeah.
The Captain Falcon one looks great.
Captain Falcon, anything looks great. Let's be honest.
I just want to play as Captain Falcon. I might actually just get the Captain Falcon amiibo.
I already pre-ordered my Captain Falcon amiibo. Like, I'm not getting the amiibos for use.
Yeah.
I'm getting them because when am I ever going to get a fucking chance to have a Captain Falcon figure again after this? Never.
Probably never.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And I guess we'll move into our last story. Not the last story. That's a game. But our last story. Which is this one's super relevant. Because this happened today.
Oh, shit.
It happened today. Blizzcon started.
What's that?
Blizzard's convention.
I didn't know they had one of those.
It's huge.
Chris, get out.
So, yeah, today
Fuck off.
they had some announcements. Hearthstone's getting a 120 card expansion.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Goblins and versus gnomes.
Yep, Goblins versus Gnomes.
I mean, I think Master Over Spark won't be the worst card in the game.
Yes.
Because that's all I need.
And also, they have a new game. They have a new IP for the first time in God knows how long.
Is it that game that canceled?
No. That was...
I can't remember what it's called.
I can't either. So I guess that's why they canceled it. This one is called Overwatch, and it's a first-person team-based shooter. And Blizzard makes things well. They have the money to do that.
It's going to be Team
They
Fortress.
have
It's going to be Team
talent.
Fortress 2
They
with
have-
Garish Hellscream.
They're a reason why they're one of the hardest developers to work for.
Yeah.
And they make good quality stuff. Usually without fail.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, look at WoW. It's still popular 10 years later.
Just like Melee.
Just like, no.
See,
See, but they're
talked
not,
about
they're not
enough
constantly
Smash.
updating Melee, please.
I mean,
Does not
Warlords
speak
of
more.
Draenor comes out next week.
Yeah, we'll bring that up soon. But yeah, BlizzCon's happening as we speak.
Yeah.
They might have shut down for the day.
It's 7. It's in where? Vegas?
California.
So it's
No.
It'd
4.
be 4:05.
It's 4. They're still going hard for today.
Oh,
okay.
They're still going hard.
And even if it was 7, I'm pretty sure they'd
Yeah,
still
even
be
if it was
going.
7, they'd still be going hard. So they had a CG trailer for Overwatch, and they're so good at making trailers.
Yeah,
Like,
they
there's
got
like-
very pretty.
Like, oh god,
The
like
latest WoW trailer, I believe, was
the Draenor one.
yeah, it was live action.
It was live action. Well, no.
Why would they do
No,
that? They have
it
the
was-
best cinematic
yeah.
trailer.
No, it was
Yeah.
a cinematic trailer. It was not live action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It just looks so real.
it just looked really.
Yeah.
It just looked really nice.
so real.
But this one,
The real.
they have this like
Oh.
weird cartoony kind of animation, and it looks awesome.
So I love it.
Chris, fuck off.
So Chris is fun one off because he's the worst person.
Yeah, you didn't have to blurt that out though. Really.
I have a note and everything.
Deanna wrote podcast in progress. Please do not disturb
On the
whiteboard
board.
behind us.
In big letters.
We already had to
With an
restart
umlaut
because
over
someone
the
came
O?
in like, huh?
With an umlaut over the O.
Foodcast in progress.
All right.
All right,
So
back to Blizzard.
it really,
Back to
so it
Blizzard.
really is Blizzard's attempt at Team Fortress 2.
And they're fucking awesome at making games.
And it will be.
It'll
better
probably
than-
be
I've known a lot of people who are fucking awesome at making games. I'll wait till I actually see something.
But here's the thing: they have the money, the time, the talent.
Yeah.
Like
So has every developer
doubt
that's let me down.
that's true, but
But
Like,
it's
you know,
Blizzard.
it'll be a certain-
I'm just trying to just help people contain the hype. As
Absolutely.
much as I love
Contain your
hype,
hype.
as much as I love hype, and I literally
it's
just
Blizzard.
hyped one. But it's Blizzard.
Is it
Blizzard.
the
Yeah,
only-
wasn't Diablo 3 a huge disappointment to a lot of people?
No.
that game was
yes.
great.
No.
Oh, sure. I'm sure it's a great game now, but it also pissed off tons and tons
Yeah, that's
and
true.
tons and
The
tons
only
and
question
tons
I
of
have
people.
is it going to be pay as monthly playing?
Probably
Oh,
not.
better
Probably not.
No, it's probably going to be free. to play.
No, I hope they choose the Elder Scrolls fashion of choosing every pay method possible. $60 monthly subscription, in-game store, and you have to pay for the expansion. They chose every single payment method.
There's a reason why no one's
Real
playing
world
that
option.
anymore.
And it was also bad.
And, yeah.
So if it was a good game, people
Maybe.
still wouldn't play it because you have to pay $15 a month. You have to in-game store and expansions.
Expensive.
That's too expensive. No game should ever cost that much.
Yeah.
But that's old now. No one even cares about it. We brought it up. We made it relevant again. That's how no one plays that game.
Yeah, all of the 3 people that watch our
That's
podcast,
that's
most of which are in this room.
We have 40 views on YouTube
Yeah.
and 7 downloads on iTunes.
Don't insult our viewers like that.
Our channel has
so us
200
7
views.
have watched YouTube multiple times.
Yeah, sure. If
Exactly.
you want to do that.
I've hit refresh like 20 times.
I taped my F5 key down.
And we only got like 40 views.
What the fuck? the
No,
tape fall
we
off.
should probably use that to thank everyone.
Oh yeah,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
helping us get off the ground.
Yeah, thank you for supporting our first podcast.
Awesome.
Like,
We really
Damn.
appreciate you guys for listening to our voices.
That-
Yeah,
That puts some
you care
thought
about our
into my
opinions and our views on things.
I know.
Or they just watch and call us losers.
Maybe that, but at least you're enjoying us.
Either way, we got 40 views.
Okay.
Yeah, you're enjoying
Thanks
us.
to Oprah, I now know that any publicity is good publicity, so let them talk.
True.
Let them
Yeah.
talk.
Alright.
I want to be
No, you're the
Godzilla,
shit.
Godzilla 2014.
Self-care. Treat yourself. You are the shit.
That's all the news I got, peeps.
Okay.
We got some stuff coming out soon, though.
Yes, we do.
We may. I guess we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Top on the list is Assassin's Creed Unity and Rogue. And apparently they still haven't shipped out review copies for Rogue.
That's
That's
concerning.
going to be a good game.
Yeah.
I'm quite confident in that one.
Yeah.
I could not give any less of a fuck
I couldn't
about
either.
Assassin's Creed now that Shadow of Mordor exists.
right.
One, I couldn't care because Batman exists, and Batman is already better Assassin's Creed.
Absolutely.
And now Shadow of Mordor comes out and looks like it's going to be better. Seems like it's better than all the other Batman games. So it's like, who plays Assassin's Creed anymore?
I don't know.
'Cause-
Ubisoft developers?
A big chunk of people, because they
sorry, I
still
heard
make them.
I had to
I'm
just-
sorry, did we hurt your feelings?
No,
They-
Assassin's Creed games are terrible except for the riding the boat part in the most recent one. That shit's great. But like the
sea
general,
shanties?
don't get me okay. But like the minute-to-minute gameplay, especially the combat. God, don't get me started on the combat. The combat's fine until you play Shadow of Mordor and
Oh, the combat.
Batman.
Yeah, oh,
Amazing
definitely.
in that game.
It's Batman combat.
So good.
It's like until you like Assassin's Creed is solid until you play those like literally just better versions
Yeah.
of Assassin's Creed combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't pretend I care anymore. The story was interesting, but the story is now spanning over 8-9 games now. How much is
It's
it?
a shame.
Because the story was
Yeah.
really
Yeah, they were really
interesting.
good.
Yeah.
I've never heard of anything like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I feel like
It's been going on for so long that I feel like I've heard of lots of things like Assassin's Creed. But no, it's just Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. I feel like I would care about that series so much more if they didn't annualize it.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
like put more time.
Yeah, when I first saw Assassin's Creed, and I was like, this is gonna be like an Uncharted. It's gonna be like one of those games they put time into it. It's gonna come out, and then it's gonna end like in a trilogy. And it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
But no, they tried to make it they try to make it like a Call of Duty
Yeah.
game, and it's not a Call of Duty
not.
game.
Yeah.
Call of Duty works. I'm not mad that Call of Duty comes out yearly. It's a sort of like arcadey, whatever you fuck it. But like Assassin's Creed is supposed to be like a story-driven, like action stealth game with with lots of scope and shit. But you can't pretend you care anymore.
You can't do that yearly. It doesn't work.
Yeah. But that's my rant on Assassin's Creed. Sorry.
I'm not going to get into my rant on Assassin's Creed. Especially the newest one. Because it's podcast 2.
Oh, the whole women.
Podcast 2!
Women.
Wait till podcast 5.
I'll keep saying okay. Okay, I'm
No.
done.
Long story short. Never mind. Podcast
Okay.
2. We're not doing
Okay,
this.
next
I'll
topic.
bitch.
Halo Master Chief Collection.
Okay.
Okay.
That's coming up.
That is a great deal.
That's a
Yeah.
fantastic
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Was
Everybody
it
go buy
Xbox?
Xbox One.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
Go fucking it comes with 4
You
of the
have an
well,
Xbox
3.
One.
Yeah, you
It's
already
my brother's.
Shut up. You
We're in
have
the same house.
you have 3 of
But it's in his
the
bedroom.
you have 3 of the best.
Margin? Do you not know how to sibling?
We have 3 of the best. What?
You got 3 of the best first-person shooters of all time in this thing. Every
Halo
multiplayer
1,
map.
2.
Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4's really good as well. But I'm not putting in some of the best shooters of all time. I mean, don't get me. There's not a bad Halo game. You know, core Halo.
Halo
game.
Wars.
Core Halo. I fixed myself after I thought of Halo Wars.
But you could talk to it, I
Yeah.
think.
I think.
I might be confusing it with Endgame. Yeah, I think I am.
All right.
Tom Clancy's Endgame. Do you remember that game?
I
No
do.
one does.
I do.
Oh, you do.
That was bad.
What a writer.
Yeah.
I had to plug that.
Yeah.
What a writer.
What a
So
writer.
much major plug.
Yeah, it's a shame his name just got abused
Yeah.
and tossed on every game.
Yeah.
What? Will people buy this
It's a shame
game?
he-
I don't know. We have this new IP. Do you really? It's a Tom Clancy game. What else? Yeah, Master Chief Collection is a fantastic deal, and those are some of the best games of all time. So go.
How much is
If
that?
it's basically
$60.
if you own an Xbox One, you're gonna get this game.
Yeah,
Basically.
absolutely.
And if you're not, why do you have an Xbox One?
Yeah.
If you have an Xbox One and you hate Halo,
It's like, please just buy any other console.
I've
Yeah.
never run Xbox in my life. I don't like Halo, so.
they're very good games.
Yes, especially the early
I'm just
ones.
not, like I said, I'm more into RPGs, not first-person shooters.
Yeah, and
But Halo was just so much fun. I almost hate all first-person shooters, but Halo's
Halo's
Yeah,
probably my
Halo's
favorite.
the
Halo
one that,
3 is the best,
Or at least top of the list.
just out of all the Halos.
I mean, we're not going to talk about that, but it's definitely good. The story made me.
yeah.
Let's next.
It's a really good game.
Alright, next
I'll
Next-
agree with you,
next
Chris.
topic.
Halo 3 is the best Halo game.
I like Halo 2 better.
Okay. Sonic Boom.
Woo! I kind of feel like we already went over this.
Yeah, I'm saying it's
So-
coming out though.
Yeah, so
It's coming
We
out.
already talked about it.
long story short, 3DS one, I don't know, might be decent. Demo seemed decent enough. Wii U one, I really don't know what they're doing, but we'll see what happens with that.
So with the
I feel-
Wii version, it does have a run button. You just didn't know what it was.
No, that's
No,
the 3DS
The
version.
Wii U one doesn't.
It doesn't have a run
It
button.
can't run.
Wait, I thought you were saying you didn't find the run button.
No, the
can't-
3DS one.
You can't run in the
And the
Wii
Wii U one, you can't run.
What? It's
See,
no.
No.
It's like a Mario game where you can't jump or
yeah.
or a
So
color.
It's a Zelda game where you
No,
can't
that's a Toad game. No, that's a Call of Duty game where you can't shoot. You just press and hold X to pay respect.
We didn't even get a chance to talk about Press Hold Extra Pay Respects.
Oh yeah.
That's so good.
We can do it right now. So there's this moment in if you've seen the trailer, you see your best friend die. You're sad Troy Baker, and you're at a funeral, and everyone goes up and they do like their funeral shit, and then so then it's your turn. You walk up to the podium, and then in the greatest moment in QuickTime history,
Absolutely,
it
like
tells
without
you-
a doubt, like
Oh,
the best thing I've seen in years. Like it's just so we didn't fucking care about this. It's beautiful.
it tells you to press and hold X to pay respect, and it doesn't do anything.
No, you go up
until-
and you touch the fucking casket and you walk away. It's beautiful.
If you've seen
Oh,
the
God.
Conan thing, that's what happened in the Conan thing. Oh my god.
It's gorgeous.
Oh god.
I loved it. I paused my game and I'm like, did I just fucking do that?
Is this real life? Am I not dreaming?
Did I just press a button to touch a casket and then walk away? It was beautiful.
That is great.
Press and hold.
Press and hold to pay respects. God damn.
What happens if you
good.
just press it? You just like you slowly move your hand down.
Tap it. Tap the
In
pay
my opinion, It's
respects.
still not going to be as good as left click to kiss your wife in sneak mode.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that one's actually like
That's so.
But that's
That's
a
actually
joke. Like that's a joke. This is
I know.
I don't fucking care.
like my heart is empty.
No, it's plot related.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
actually
so good.
Yeah,
I'm
actually-
talking about
actually-
Call of Duty.
Oh, college. Okay.
the Call of Duty one just seems I don't know. There's something about using a quick time event because like that's like teaching you that you can stealth kill people
Yeah.
with a kiss. This is like
Well, you
literally
don't-
it's
you
like a
don't
quick
kiss the
time
orcs.
event. You don't kiss the orcs. I bought the wrong game. Do they do refunds on Steam?
Maybe if you bet Gabe Newell.
If you put like I didn't know I couldn't kiss orcs.
They'll
Zero
understand. They'll
out of 10,
understand.
you can't kiss the. I'm just gonna write one of the Steam reviews. It's like I went through the tutorial and I kissed my wife, and I figured I couldn't do that to the orcs. 0 out of 10.
10 out of 10. No, 0 to 10. Would recommend.
It's a recommended
But
review.
jokes aside, There's a difference. That is demonstrating a mechanic. This is like a quick time event.
Yeah.
That literally instead of stabbing someone, you touch a casket. you pay respect.
Yeah.
Like, if they were making fun of video games with QuickTime events, they probably were. But if they were, that would be the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, but it seems like they're just really stupid in there. They're like, fuck it, I don't know, interact. No, do you know what would have been even better? If on the PS4 version, you touch the touchpad. Touch the touchpad to pay respect.
Yeah. That would be the best use of the touchpad.
You have to put, like, all of your fingers
Yes.
on it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That would actually
Sledgehammer.
Oh god,
That's not that
PS4,
bad.
make it happen.
Oh god.
Isn't the game out?
Patch the
Patch. DLC.
Yeah, just patch it.
DLC.
Patch 1.01. It's like it enables touch capability in one cutscene.
Expansion 1. $15. You can now touch the touchpad to pay respect.
And that's all you get.
That's all you get.
That's the one that you get in the Destiny
I
expansion.
to do that.
It'd be worth every penny.
Alright.
It's so worth it. I'd buy the game and the expansion. Oh wait, no, I'd probably buy the expansion for Dave.
I'm glad we got to talk about that.
That's so good.
Back to Sonic for a quick second, though.
Alright.
I remember hearing with the Wii U version that the main direction they were going for was like they wanted to bring Sonic back to like a more action-adventure style, kind of like the Adventure Days. But it needs to be fast-paced. That's the thing.
Are there even like platforming levels in
There was a
Wii
bit.
U?
Yeah, there's a bit.
Or is it just kind of action stuff?
It's kind of a mix of like action, beat 'em up, art, like style like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like think Ratchet and Clank, but with a bit more combat.
Okay.
So is it always like Sonic Heroes where you have like the whole squad there? Or
Not
is
the
it-
whole squad, but sometimes you like split up like Sonic and Amy or like
Oh,
Tails
that's
and Knuckles.
cool.
Yeah.
But it's like I can appreciate that.
Yeah, we'll see how it is.
I just want to because it worked in Adventure because it was sort of like you had different characters and each one had their sort of gameplay style.
Yeah.
And
Bye, Pat.
in the most recent, that added much needed variety to the Sonic thing, because the Sonic formula, and in the
I've been
more
chewing on
recent
that
ones,
all day.
yeah, thanks, homie. In the more recent ones, we've it's just Sonic, so all you do is run.
Slap me in the face.
Okay, so podcast in progress.
Okay, guys, we're talking about games here. Go on, Greg.
Sorry, I got heated.
So I just hope they balance it correctly so that it feels like everyone has their own sort of job. And
Yeah.
it's not, so it breaks up the monotony of just running fast. Because I love
Exactly.
running fast, but there's more to life than running.
Despite what Sonic may think, there is
disagree.
indeed more to life than going fast.
It's coming out of Rich's mouth is what surprises me.
Everyone is shocked.
Sonic 06, he said that if you have problems,
All you have to do is run.
just run.
But yeah, no, I
Run from your
definitely
problems?
see what Greg is saying. Like, gameplay variety between the characters is definitely what's needed. Like, they need to all feel unique while still feeling decently like they belong in a Sonic game.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at you, Big the Cat. But yeah, but yeah,
But he has the best theme song.
he does.
Don't you fucking touch Big the Cat. He's flawless.
Love him as a character. I was so glad when I got his trophy in Smash Bros. 4.
No, Big the Cat is awful. It's all about Froggy.
Froggy.
Okay. So Big the Cat is like the most simple thing in the world. We could really learn stuff from Big the Cat. Big the Cat, he just cares about his frog. That's it. Nothing
It's
else.
so simple.
He's such a simple, loving cat.
And we all need
could
that.
all learn something from that big cat.
The world would be such a happier place.
It would be.
It would.
It would be such a happier place if we were all Big the Cat and we were all listening to the Yoshi's Island
I was just thinking
end
that.
credit
No.
song.
Yes.
No one would kill it. There'd be no wars if that was the only song we were listening to.
Yeah, but
How are you fucking gonna shoot somebody with
If-
you telling me you're gonna shoot someone with that in your fucking head?
but if we're all Big the Cat, our entire life will be searching for our own personal Froggy,
And then
which
we'll
will
all-
open up wars again.
Oh my god.
That's what's gonna
So we
happen.
can't combine those two.
No,
But
it
they're all
no, it
gonna
has
happen
to.
like an accident.
What makes us happy and what makes us complete?
He kind of seems like he's happy when he's
That's what humans do right now, and that's what leads to war. This is like some major philosophical stuff.
Thanks to Big the Cat.
Alright. We're done with Big the Cat.
No,
Sorry,
but
Big.
that's what life is. We're all just trying to find our Froggies.
This is
Yep,
true.
it's true.
Find our
True,
Froggies.
but we don't have the Yoshi's Island.
That's what we're missing.
No
That
wars.
is literally why World War II happened. It wasn't the assassination of Franz Ferdinand. It was lack of Yoshi's Island's ending because it hadn't been invented yet. You know what? Ever since Yoshi's Island has been released, there have been no major wars. World War III hasn't happened.
Oh my god.
Nuclear ash.
Like you're telling me you can shoot someone if you hear Yoshi. Okay, we're done here. And it's a shame Pat had to leave because this is the thing that none of us know anything about. Warlords of Draenor is coming out.
It's
Yeah,
a new,
it is.
it's a new Warcraft expansion. Warcraft players are going to be very upset about it because that's what Warcraft players do.
All right. That's all we can say about
Yeah.
that. We're pretty long, so let's just kind of list these things off.
Right.
So by the next time we record a podcast, Far Cry 4 will be out,
Oh, yeah?
which I will own. I will talk lots about Far Cry 4.
I'm gonna pick it up.
I haven't played any Far Cry game, unfortunately.
I haven't either.
Three's good. Three's
Fan-fucking-tastic.
good.
Dragon Age Inquisition, which we talked about a little bit.
I'm gonna
not
buy
gonna
it.
play it.
I'm gonna buy
I know
it.
Dave's gonna buy it.
Dave's
so
gonna buy it.
By extension, I'll have it.
Yeah.
The one big thing about Dragon Age Inquisition, they finally hired artists to design their armor. The first game is a travesty. Everyone looks ugly, especially the rogues. Everyone's terrible, except the knights, but you can't mess up knight armor. I want to meet the game that messes up knight armor. But, yeah, continue.
Hi.
We talked about GTA 5 again. If they'll make more monies. That's it.
Yeah.
Little Big Planet 3, which I forgot was coming out.
I kinda
It comes
did
out
too.
next Tuesday.
I'm not
Despite how
gonna-
excited I was, I forgot that was
Yeah,
coming
I'm
out.
probably
Yeah,
going
it's-
to end up picking that up.
That's not a game I'm going to buy. That's a game we should get for VGA,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I would play the shit out of it.
Yeah.
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 That's not a game I'm playing by myself.
Pokemon Ruby Bad Name and Sapphire Bad Name are coming
Omega
out.
Ruby
Oh.
and Alpha Sapphire.
Omega Ruby's alright. I like.
What if it...
I'm going with Alpha Sapphire.
I'm excited
sorry.
I'm buying Alpha
Get
Sapphire,
into
but
the remakes of
Alpha Sapphire doesn't roll off the tongue.
What if it was Aqua Sapphire and Magma Ruby?
That would have been
Magma
so
Ruby.
much better.
Aqua Sapphire.
Aqua
sounds good.
Sapphire. See,
Magma
now it's
Ruby-
reversed. I like Aqua Sapphire. Magma Ruby doesn't roll off the tongue.
Yeah,
very well.
exactly.
Aqua
See,
Sapphire.
just Aqua Sapphire and Omega Ruby. Omega Ruby and Aqua Sapphire.
Yeah. I just want Mega Sableye. That's why I'm doing Sapphire. But
I still can't believe there's no Mega Survivor and Mega Zangoose.
Mega Ludicolo someday.
Someday.
oh my god.
No Mega Flygon. What?
Yeah,
They already have Mega Garchomp.
What? No Mega
Mega
Pikachu.
But Garchomp was Gen 4
I hope there's
though.
a Mega Pikachu.
It just gets a little
They
bigger.
give us a Mega
No, it
Salamander.
turns into Fat Pikachu from season 1.
Oh,
And then it's
yeah.
like, oh my god, Pikachu was Mega
Alright,
the whole
well,
time.
Mega
Plot
Evolution
twist.
is getting out of control. Soon
It
we're
is.
gonna have Mega Love Disc, and that's really gonna fuck
It could be
things
2
up.
hearts.
Oh, it'll be
I-
complete.
Wait, no,
Oh,
dude,
that's
no.
actually
Wait,
What
if
wait,
it's only-
Wait, it could be complete. What, do we have 2 hearts?
What if
Like,
it's only
No, it'll find a
Pokemon
significant
status?
other.
wait, what are you guys talking about? It already has a
becomes
Mega.
Pokemon.
It's in Gen 4 or Gen 5. It's like a Monolia. or
Oh
something.
yeah, Alamungus, what it's called, Amola Mola, whatever the hell that thing is.
oh, whatever that was.
Alomola.
Whatever.
I honestly thought that was the evolution of Love Disc.
Why
Why is there a
They're
Mega
two just
Audino?
awful water
That's what I
heart
don't
shaped
understand.
Pokemon.
Mega Audino. That's what I don't understand.
So
I'm fine with that. I just honestly wish they stuck to Gen 3 for this one.
I'm really fucking excited for Mega Lopunny.
Yeah,
Really?
she seems real dope.
Seriously?
I'm hyped to use her.
Yeah, normal type moves, being able to hit ghost types, that's pretty fun.
yeah, that's pretty great.
Well, Miltank has that ability without a Mega Evolution.
But,
Yeah, but she doesn't have the
also Mega
stats.
Lopunny.
It's also a completely different Pokemon.
Yeah.
This just in, the new Pokemon game is gonna have more Pokemon.
Plot.
The
Oh,
end.
But
God.
not Mega Survivor. They should have at least done the exclusive Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because, like, Survivor's not getting one, Zangoose, we talk about Ludicolo. Ludicolo needed one for, like, gameplay purposes, but imagine how fucking swag Mega Ludicolo is
Yeah,
going
I
to
mean,
be.
the only exclusive are Mawile and Sableye.
Yeah, but Sableye happened. Mawile already happened.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even, like, a part of it. I wish they at least had one, either Zangoose and Survivor or Ludicolo and Shiftry.
Yeah, that would have been neat.
That would be great.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I said it.
And one more thing that's going to be coming out by the next time we record the podcast. Probably the biggest one.
8-Man Smash, the game.
8-Man Smash the game.
Yep.
Smash is just gonna explode.
It's
Get
take over
one
the
of your
world.
friends to hate you, the game.
I guess.
The only time Smash
No, that's
ends
what Mario
friendships
Party
is
is
when
for.
when someone who's good at the game plays with someone who's bad at the game. Because the person who's good at the game is always really, really bad at trying to teach them how to play the game.
Oh, yeah.
The people who are good at Smash are the worst. Are literally the worst at teaching new players how to play the game. They just beat the shit out of them and say, dodge.
Chris, Rich, you're the two best Smash players sitting here. Are you good at teaching people how to play Smash?
Yeah, not
It's
really.
not really something you can teach. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of hard to teach.
Adam, do you know how to wave dash now? Do you understand the mechanic?
I do.
I don't even understand what wave dashing is.
It's
I'll
You
teach
dash
you.
across
Right?
the screen.
canceling your jump so that you're on the ground, but you move.
And you take the momentum.
Yeah, you do it
from
at like an
Yeah.
angle so that you
That keeps
So,
slide.
it
so you
back and
cheat,
forth.
you hack, the game's broken.
Well, it's not really canceling your jump. You're just kind of air dodging
Yeah.
Towards
out
the
of
ground.
it. Yeah, you're like
Yeah, that's
you're
what it
air
is.
dodging. It's not like a jump cancel. Like canceling your jump. Oh wait, no, that's technical stuff. All right, Smash. It's gonna be the biggest thing getting day one. It's gonna be like so big. I'm waiting for it to be competitive. 8-player Smash. So hyped.
He's
That's
going
gonna
to be
be fun.
playing it while we're recording on Friday.
Probably. Just in the back.
Everybody's already playing.
I'm
I'm
actually-
actually up on me.
Damn. We're gonna have to.
Chris mentioned this last week, but 4v4. I don't know if they've actually confirmed it yet, but that
Yeah,
would
that's
seem
fine.
Yeah.
That seems.
You can even do
I-
2v2v2v2.
That's
nice.
still dumb hectic. But 4v4, I want to see how that feels. I feel
Yeah.
like that would actually be
Yeah.
Yeah.
interesting.
Big battlefield and like the bigger the extra stages, like
I hope they bring
6
back
people.
Temple.
They are.
They brought
Oh,
back
okay.
some.
Or-
It's almost exclusively 8-man because it's already the biggest map.
Yeah.
Why would they do that to
Hyrule
us?
Temple is just the
300%.
best.
300%
Which
clench trench.
Clench trench.
I just don't like Hyrule Temple. It's just
It's a pretty bad stage.
Yeah.
But I played it a lot because do.
okay. So
Favorite stages.
I will accept it if they just make like I don't know the wall just a little bit closer and the ceiling a little bit closer and they fix that camera angle. If they can do those things for me, I wouldn't mind. I'd be like, all right. It's a stage I can play
Also,
on.
just have the Fire Emblem theme play every time because I was
Oh,
hyped every
yeah.
time. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this shit's on.
Oh,
Yo, I was so disappointed the lack of use in that theme in Fire Emblem Awakening. I was waiting for that the entire time. I was waiting for it to go da 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 da. They did it a little bit, but it was real
It is.
orchestral and less hype. I was expecting like
heavy guitar, right?
just the most obnoxious version of it is what I was expecting. But I got like the most peaceful. It was like da 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 da. I was like, no.
Not doing
and
it.
GameCube controllers, guys.
Yeah.
But
Did you see the chord thing?
how it's longer.
Yeah, the chord is like the same length as the white Japanese one.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
but they trick you. So I don't know if this is true, but I was talking about this yesterday with my friends when we were going to Smashing Grounds. They're like, you could like that GameCube controller doesn't work. It's not back. The GameCube controller isn't backwards compatible.
Yeah, that's
And okay, that's fine. All right, but why did they need to make it look like the actual GameCube? Why didn't they just make it look like a USB? Because the Wii U actually has a USB.
Yeah.
well, then you lose all that money on accessories, and
Nintendo loves
No,
accessories.
but I mean like you can still you still have the adapter for 8-player Smash, whatever. But like you can't even plug the GameCube controller in to the Wii U, and if you just had like the little accessory thing, okay, yeah, 8-player Smash. Oh, hey, I can still use GameCube controller and stuff. But now they're just tricking people. I'm like, I'm gonna put this on my GameCube or my Wii. This is gonna be amazing. I'm like, what is this?
yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same, if there was a USB thing, you could just use any generic USB splitter, and they'd lose money on that.
Yeah.
So having their own proprietary thing is a good excuse.
Semantics with your logic.
It's a good excuse.
We don't use
Semantics
logic
with your
here.
Logic?
Semantics with your logic.
It's a good excuse to keep making
You
money
made me.
because
As Shogi Conroy says, don't argue with Nintendo logic.
yeah. All right, we should.
I mean, that's actually a solid business decision.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
So
Adam.
yeah,
So much.
we'll be back, I guess.
Yeah, we're back after playing all those.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll do one on Smash Day
Yeah.
if we stick
If we-
away from it.
If we can tear ourselves away.
We probably will definitely be able to.
I
We'll
don't.
be fine.
I might not.
Oh, that's
Well,
fine.
Chris probably won't be here, but
That's
we'll be
fine.
You
here.
weren't
we
paying
don't-
attention for 40 minutes.
We don't need your input anyway. That's fine.
Damn.
Oh.
But
I'll have
why you guys hating on your homie Chris though?
I'm
I'll have
kidding.
Because your
Alpha
name is your
stats
homie.
in my
Not your
pocket
homie.
while we're discussing this. I'll
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
say
it's your
that.
homie Chris, whatever his last name is. Chris. Your homie Chris.
And I guess that's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
So, yeah, that's the stuff we'll be talking about next week.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Thank you for
And
joining us
next
for
time.
podcast
Yeah,
too.
thank you for watching.
If you listen this far, you're doing God's work.
Yep.
Really,
Yep.
though. You
See-
are a saint among men.
Don't worry, we're gonna maybe have some timestamps.
Yeah, I took timestamps.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
I lumped everything at the end together as like upcoming releases because we had talked about most of this.
Yeah.
We have
So-
timestamps, guys.
So yeah, if you guys don't want to hear about a certy subject,
You can
you
just
can
skip
just
ahead.
go to the next one.
Yeah.
Evolving.
Shut up.
Full circle.
Bye.
Arrivederci.
Peace out.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Stop this.
Bye bye.
Hit pause.
Bye bye.
I don't want to ruin
Bye bye.
anything.
Bye bye.
Pause.
Bye bye.